Here I've got a pop quiz, 12 pop quiz questions. Do you know Britain? How good are you? And here's the hint. We're talking about Indigenous Britain here. We're talking about Arthurian concepts. Have you been watching Disney? Well, here are your 12 pop quiz questions. Pop quiz 1. Question. How is the Indigenous flag of Britain the red dragon on white? Hint. The red dragon was brought to Britain by Roman Sarmatian cavalry at Ribchester, but its deeper meaning came from Britons linking the constellation Draco with the birth of Ursa Minor, the little bear, a symbol of the dragon introducing the bear. Pop quiz 2. Question. What is Indigenous Britain's national animal and what is Indigenous Britain's national bird? Hint. In Brythonic Arthurian tradition, Arthur's name links to the bear, guardian of Indigenous heritage, while prophecy says he will return as a raven. The bear embodies strength and defence, and the raven symbolises passage through adversity, together highlighting Britain's national animal and bird. Pop quiz 3. Question. How is it that King Arthur's name actually points to a dragon? Hint. Arthurian tradition links Uther Pendragon, the dragon, as father to Arthur, the bear. This is reflected in the cosmic shift from Draco, once marked by Thuban as the North Star, to Ursa Minor, the little bear, symbolising the father-son relationship. Pop quiz 4. Question. When was Britain's actual birthday? Hint. Britain's birth dates to 6170 BC, when the Draco tsunami both devastated the population and opened the English Channel. This transformed Great Britain into an island whose people shared a common grief and resilience. By 4500 BC, their unique survivorship even showed in DNA, with lactose tolerance appearing 1,500 years earlier than elsewhere in Europe. Pop quiz 5. Question. How is it that in ancient Brythonic, modern Welsh, the words for left and north are the same, and the words for right and south are the same? Hint. Archaeology and language show that Indigenous Britons orientated themselves facing east. From this perspective, left aligned with north and right with south, reflecting their natural mindset and worldview. Pop quiz 6. Question. Which country nations in the United Kingdom were colonised? Hint. Both Scotland and England experienced colonisation. Scotland by the Scoti from Ireland, and England by the Anglo-Saxons from the continent. Pop quiz 7. Question. What ancient dream prophesied King Charles III ascension to the throne? Hint. Edward the Confessor's deathbed dream in 1066 foretold 3 branches of a royal family tree. The first led from George I to Queen Victoria, the second to Queen Elizabeth II, and the third culminated in King Charles III's ascension following Queen Elizabeth II's death, fulfilling the prophecy. Pop quiz 8. Question. Where is the geographic centre of mainland Great Britain? Hint. The line of the spine of Great Britain goes from Cape Wrath in the north to just east of the Isle of Wight in the south. Dividing this line exactly in half reveals the geographic centre at the henge known as King Arthur's Round Table, which is 1.2 miles south of the centre of the market town of Penrith. Pop quiz 9. Question. What is the meaning of the first of the 4 great prophecies of Arthurian Britain? Hint. So long as the head of Bran faces south on Britain's White Mount, Britain will be protected. Pop quiz 10. Question. What is the meaning of the second of the four great prophecies of Arthurian Britain? Hint: the red dragon will be wounded by the white dragon, but then the red dragon will rise and kill the white dragon. Pop Quiz 11. Question: what is the meaning of the third of the four great prophecies of Arthurian Britain? Hint: Arthur will return as a raven. Pop Quiz 12. Question: what is the meaning of the fourth of the four great prophecies of Arthurian Britain? Hint: so long as there are ravens in the Tower of London, England will be protected. So how well did you go? The hints, of course, don't give the full answers, and I will in future do 12 pop quiz videos because each of them really needs to be covered by a video. I fear that some of them are going to be long, but the truth is, if you want the full detail, simply subscribe and make sure that you look at those. It'll be easy. They will all have the same sort of graphics on the front. You just simply need to look for Pop Quiz 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth to 12. Now, the interesting thing here was that the last four, I asked the questions generically without actually revealing what they were. I said, what is the first of the four great prophecies of Arthurian Britain? I didn't say what it was. Now, of course, the actual title, the prophecy itself, was in the hint. But what you should do, you should actually also learn off by heart those four great prophecies of Arthurian Britain. It's at the end there of the pop quiz. Just to have a look at those, rewind it, have a look, and come back occasionally and test yourself. You should frequently come back to this pop quiz simply so that you know the answers. This is an Indigenous revival, and this is basically your test, your examination, your entry point. If you don't know the answers to these, you're not very knowledgeable in the Indigenous revival. This is Indigenous Britain reporting to you.